When I was trying to get my act together, Stuart started taking me out hunting, and it really helped me get back in the routine of normal life things.
And so he would start coming and staying the night with me for 2 or 3 nights, and then we'd go duck hunting in the morning.
His passion was duck hunting, and so we were going out in the blind and spending a lot of time together and just really built a friendly relationship. That's when the passion of waterfowling really picked up for me.
I got to kind of show him how to set decoys up because he'd always been a jump shooter. So he showed me how to jump shoot, and I showed him how to hunt over decoys, and we just hit it off, and we'd go hunt all the time together.
And it just brought on a whole new passion, and I got a buddy that's trying to help me get through life and get my act together.
I can tell you there's been days we haven't said a word to each other in the blind because we dang near rolled in the mud the day before, but still find it somehow to get together, get in the blind, and let that duck hunting bring us more together and get over our issues with each other. And you know, we've grown to be great friends. My kid calls him Uncle Ryan, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
I became a fireman when I was 19 years old. It's really the only thing I ever imagined doing since I was about 3 years old. Runs in the bloodline. Same with hunting. I'm Austin Lindsay. I'm 28 years old. I started hunting when I was about 10 years old with my dad. We only did big game hunting. The biggest reason to do it was to get out of the house so I didn't have to be around my mom and my sister, just to hang out with Dad in the woods with a bunch of other firemen and kind of just get to be with the guys. And about the time I got hired in the fire service at 19, I met a buddy who duck hunted, and I started duck hunting with him, and then I've never picked up a rifle since. It's only been a shotgun, and been going on since then to learn how to run dogs, and that's a bigger passion now than even pulling a trigger on a shotgun. I picked up diesel a few years ago. I chose labs because they're typically the most willing to work with their owner. They work to please who runs them. They want to make everybody happy around them, and they're great family dogs. I got really lucky with him. He's probably the most mellow lab you'll ever meet. At 6 months old, he'd lay in the house all day long. Wouldn't really have that hyper attitude that most people anticipate from a working lab, which made it very difficult actually to train him because he wasn't easy to motivate. He'd half walk, half trot when we were training. But as soon as we went on our first hunt and he got that first retrieve, he instantly knew what we were doing and why we trained, and since then he's just turned it on and loves to train, loves to hunt. And then when we go home, he completely flips the switch and lays on the bed and relaxes. Lets the kids yank on his ears. Great with everybody. There's quite a few breeds out there that people can use to duck hunt with or do any waterfowl hunting with. Most popular would be Labradors, Chesapeake Bay Retrievers. People also use the Nova Scotia Duck Toller. I've seen poodles, I've seen wire hairs, I've seen GSPs, German Short-Haired Pointers. You can really use any sort of retrieving dog to go hunt ducks, but if you want that tough, loving, hardworking, never loses desire to retrieve dog that's easy to train and gets along well with everybody, get the lab. Don't get the Chessie. Chessies are just like Stu.